When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
Many Latino immigrants have been affected by Trump's racist rhetoric. They have been labeled as illegals, criminals, and rapists in the public eye. We met up with the Latinos Against Trump protesters at the Cloud Gate sculpture in Millennium Park. It was at this spot that the Latinos Against Trump spoke for what they believed in.
I'm not going to let anyone take my country away from me. This country is for us. When we say the Pledge of Allegiance to that flag, we say justice and liberty for all. Where is our justice and liberty when someone's trying to take away our family?
So why are you here at the protest today?
I'm here to represent people who look like me and people who don't look like me, who don't have a voice, who aren't available here to come and stand up for themselves. You know, I'm an immigrant. My whole family's full of immigrants, and we don't bring drugs, we don't bring crime, we bring hard work, we bring a love for this country and a love for our country. We love everybody here, and we just want everybody to understand that, this is everybody's country.
After everybody spoke, we started a walk towards Trump Tower.
What would you say to someone who kind of agrees with President Trump's immigration agenda?
I would say that they need to get educated. A huge part of this country was stolen from the Mexicans early in the beginning. The Native Americans and the Mexicans are the first people to be in this country. So they need to grab a real history book and get educated, because we belong here just as much as everybody else belongs here.
Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear.
And what would you say to someone who supports Donald Trump's immigration agenda?
I would ask them, first of all, if they're looking at these people as numbers or as people. A little bit about my background: my parents are both from Mexico, and they came here escaping poverty, escaping violence. They're not here because they just pick up their stuff and they're like, yeah, I'm just going to go to the land of opportunity one day. No, they're escaping something. And people who don't understand that, they need more sympathy. They need to have more empathy with people, because we're all the same. We're all the same. We're all escaping something. We all have something to fear. And immigrants from Mexico, El Salvador, from Latin America are escaping something. And immigrants from all over the world.
And President Trump has threatened to cut federal funding for sanctuary cities. Is it worth the risk to keep Chicago a sanctuary city?
It is worth the risk, because Chicago was built on the backs of the immigrants. Maybe those immigrants aren't brown. Maybe they were from Ireland. Maybe they were from Poland, from Russia. But they were built on immigrants. And to be destroying that now is not right. Just because the new immigrants are brown, it's not okay.
So what has Trump done or said to hurt the immigrant community?
Well, from day one, literally day one, he came out and scapegoated Mexican people to begin with. He went on to Muslims, and he's gone on to a variety of other groups. His whole agenda, he's appointed like a cabinet of billionaires, all of whom have conflicts of interest. And just this past week, his advisor, Steve Bannon, admitted to us at CPAC that they were appointed for a reason. And that reason is to deconstruct every single position in the government like the EPA or HUD or Department of Education, the people he appointed are there to deconstruct, as in dismantle, as in destroy, those structures of government that are there to help us.
And President Trump that has threatened to cut federal funding for sanctuary cities. This could have a huge impact on Chicago. Is staying a sanctuary city worth the risk?
I think it is. I think it is. Because basically we have to veto him as a country, as a people. You know, I realize that the voting statistics say that, you know, everywhere outside of the country supposedly voted for him, but the population centers are the cities. And I think, yes, it is worth it.
And finally, what would you say to someone who supports President Trump's immigration agenda?
I would say, where did your ancestors come from? You're telling me to go back. Do you want to go back? You know, we were here, you know, Latino people, we descend from indigenous people who were here at least 1,000 years before Columbus. We have every right to be here on this continent.